Hey guys, and welcome back to yet again another video. So today we're going to be making a guide for Ornn top lane. Now I did already make a few guides for Ornn in the top lane in the past, but today we're going to be making a new one. So just quickly going to go over the runes. We're playing with Grasp, with Font of Life, with Bone Plating and Overgrowth. Also taking the Magical Footwear with the Cosmic Insight. Now for the skill order, I would recommend maxing out your Q, then W, and then E. And as for the entire full build, I'm going to leave everything inside the description below. So with that being said, let's go for Ornn today. Now, of course, kind of depending on what you're going to be playing against. We're playing as Kayle right now. I'm gonna have a really aggressive kind of playstyle against this guy. Mainly because Kayle has like a very weak laning phase in the early game. I think I could actually kill him right here, right now. There we go. The thing is, kind of depending on what you're going to be playing against. By the way, they have a Xin Zhao who can actually cheese level 2, so I'm just gonna go back here. But then again, kind of depending on what you're playing against, you want to play either the aggressive or defensive. What you gotta know about this matchup, about this champion, I mean, is very, very important. Wait, let me quickly buy. Now, something that you shouldn't forget is that Ornn is actually a scaling champion. Ornn is actually very weak in many matchups, and if you're in a really bad matchup, you want to make sure that you play safe enough so you can actually skill towards your power spike. Now, your power spike is often around the first item of the game, especially when you get like a sunfire cape or you get like the AP defensive item. You want to keep this in mind. If you fall behind an Ornn, it's going to turn out really, really bad for you. I think we could actually kill him right here, right now. He does not have flash anymore, if I'm correct. I believe he used it before. We couldn't get him, unfortunately. We were a little bit slow in taking him down. That's really unfortunate. I kind of wish that we could take him down right there. I was holding my Q long enough so I could see where Kayle was actually going to go, but unfortunately though, like, Karthus actually missed every single Q possible. He didn't hit that much, and that's kind of the reason why we lost there. No problem though. So the first item we will be buying is going to be the first part of the Sunfire Cape. Now, there are two things that we can do here. Or we can go for the defensive item, or we could actually go for the Sunfire Cape, mainly because Kayle is actually an AD and AP champion. She both plays AD and AP. So we could technically just go for the Sunfire Cape as the first item. That's going to be good enough for us. Oh, I don't want to miss that one. Now we're gonna be taking a really good look at the map to see where Xin Zhao is gonna come from. We don't want to be surprised by the Xin Zhao here. There we go. All right. Now we have the lead in terms of like creeps. She won't be able to fight us if there's that many creeps around us, which is good. If we could get like an extra auto attack in there, that would have been perfect. It would destroy her completely. Now, something to keep in mind all the time when playing Ornn is whenever your opponent will go for a CS, you can always kind of predict where they're going to be moving towards to. And you could easily land Qs based on how they're moving or how they want to take that CS. You want to keep this in mind when playing Ornn, because hitting your Qs can sometimes be very hard to pull off. Really depends on what kind of player you're mainly playing against. Since I was currently bottom, that's really good. Now we can start poking this guy. The bad thing about this matchup though is like Kayle is actually going to become a monster at level 6. She will be able to constantly like poke us over and over. So this is something that we got to keep in mind. It's not going to be a fun matchup for us right now. I'll already be getting some armor. There we go. We're going to be going for the Sunfire Cape as the first item. So armor is going to help a little bit now. Especially when she does like autos on us. Alright. Right now, it pretty much comes down to playing as safe as possible because she will destroy us right now. It's going to be a very bad laning phase from now. We're going to have to accept the fact that we might be missing a lot of CS in the next upcoming 5 minutes or so. But the good thing is we can set up the lane pretty well for ganks. So I'm not too worried. Ornn is pretty good at setting up lanes for ganks, so we want to abuse this. Alright, let's take her down. Oh, actually Xin Zhao's coming here again. That's kind of unlucky, to be honest. So Xin Zhao is like kind of playing her on top side, while my jungler is playing her on top side too. But every time my Karthus comes top lane, the enemy jungler is there too, which is kind of annoying. Alright. No problem yet. My TP is on the cooldown of 2 minutes right now. So our main job right now is to survive the laning phase for as much as possible without falling behind too much. So if we play out this lane flawlessly and make as little mistakes as possible, we're probably going to be behind of about 10, 20, 30 CS if we don't happen to get any ganks. But it's going to be well worth it. I'll show you. Actually, I would love to freeze this wave here, but I can't. The wave is a little bit too big for me to actually freeze it. There we go. I'm going to be missing a little bit here. Nice. Oh. Alright, we didn't miss too much. That's fine. We're like basically even right now. Now it's all about setting up the lane properly for ganks for my Karthus, and hopefully Xin Zhao is not going to be there too. We need about we need slightly more. We need like 600 gold for a sunfire cape right now. My TP is coming in very soon, which is great. Nice. Now I can get back to farming up. I just want to like push out the wave right now. I don't want to be fighting Kale too much because she can technically kite me down for free right now. There's very little I can do against this guy at the moment. I'm just gonna have to respect him for now. Our time is gonna come later in the game when we can like after the laning phase we can like scale together with the team with me upgrading their items and stuff like that. Ornn's like our power spike is around of 11. And beyond when we can upgrade the items. Now the good thing is my TP is actually coming up right now, so we can start doing something. Oh. There's actually this guy fighting and he got caught right there. There's as much I can do there for this guy. It's kind of unfortunate that that my jungler is getting caught here every single time. So that shows that Kale can just play aggressively and that she won't get caught or anything. Then again, as long as we don't fall behind too much in the lane right now, we should be okay. Alright, that's gonna get pushing towards me. I'll pop like 1 Q here. There we go. Alright, my TP is up at the moment. This is going to be very good. This is going to allow us to make a play around the map right now. Also, my sunfire cape is about to be up here. Just need a little bit more. She tries to... If Kale's actually really smart right now, she could actually potentially kite me down a little bit. Okay, let's pull this item. Now it's all about farming up as safe as we possibly can and just scaling up. Nice try. I can just keep spamming my Qs over and over. For temporarily. Now I could set this up very well for Karthus right now if he actually happens to come in for a gank at the moment. It would be really good. He's actually like, my Karthus is actually really far behind, but I think if he gets like 1 kill, he's gonna be able to push himself back. Okay, good. Oh, I got that one. Nice. That's actually looking like some really good stuff there. I'm gonna try to kill him. Nice. Okay. That's really good. Like, this is kind of what I'm talking about. When you play Ornn, you kind of want to play around... you really want to play around scaling up in the game. And when the time comes in, you eventually want to make a play with either TP or something like that. Then again, it really depends on what kind of matchup you're mainly up against. It all really depends on what matchup you're up against. Sometimes you're in really good matchups where you can just like push it over and over. And you could play like... You could make plays based around that. But Kayle, for instance, is simply like a matchup where you can hardly do anything. It's just not a good matchup. Alright, let's see if we can actually do something against this guy. I'm getting like really tanky at the moment. And my power spike is around level 11, so we're getting close. We have good items right now, so we can like play safe all day. I'm just gonna let her force a backboard because that's gonna force her to actually use her TP right now. That's her TP, so she doesn't have TP anymore. That's very good for us. That means that she won't be able to make the same play like I did. Now this Karthus is kind of having a rough game. It seems like he's actually a 1 in 6 right now. That's actually unbelievable. Okay, let's freeze this up a little bit. I'm gonna try to clean it up with my Qs here. Nice. We might be able to even kill the Corki right now. There's actually Corki coming over here. So our next item will be the adaptive helm. This item is perfect in this matchup because it's gonna make us more tanky. Again, especially like specifically against Kayle right now. Nice. Now, honestly, what I kind of like to do as well is instead of going for the adaptive helm as a secondary item, I like to go for a Iceborne Gauntlet on Ornn. Now, this is actually like the Iceborne Gauntlet is going to make Ornn specifically like very strong in terms of all-ins. This guy's getting caught again. This is not very good. I'm not sure what this Karthus is doing, but he's literally getting caught here over and over. I don't know what he's trying to do topside, but he tries to go for the river camp every single time, but we don't actually have to pressure anything, and he just gets caught over and over. It's not very good. Alright. I will also be building up for this item right now. This item will also make me a lot more tanky. Not specifically against Kayle, but for all the others. She will eventually get the turret, and there's something I can do about that. It's just gonna have to be like this. Usually, if Kayle plays like this aggressive, you can actually set it up super well for the jungler. But my jungler's getting like caught every time. He's getting out jungled very hard. That makes things a little rough. Alright, I don't see their jungler on the map right now. Nice. Alright, my TP is going to come back in about 80 seconds, which will give us the TP advantage all over again. Just have to wait here for like another 80 seconds right now, and then we can start making plays. Alright, good. I'm gonna try. Okay, she had to dodge that one. So as you guys can see, even despite like playing a champion which is like about scaling as much as possible, we're still having like we're still extremely strong against the Kayle, who can potentially just guide us all over. Alright, let's clean this up. There we go. Throw her backwards. Now we do have to go back to base though. She will get the tower right now, so we have no choice here. Alright. I'm going to be swapping the yellow trinket with the red one right now, because the yellow one is only for the laning phase. I would always recommend taking a red trinket. This doesn't matter what kind of champion you're playing top lane, unless you're playing like a ranged who's weak. But most top laners, red trinket is actually the best trinket to go for currently. Nice. Alright, we're going to be pushing topside right now. We're going to be taking as much as possible. Corki is coming topside though. Gotta keep this in mind. Gotta be really careful of where Corki is going to come from. There's like a ward down here. We kind of want to have the pressure right now over the top laner. That would be the best right now. I don't know if she's actually going to freeze this. Either way, I have TP advantage right now. It will turn into my favor. Alright, I'm going to TP in there. Oh, whoops, I accidentally missed it. Wow. Wow, that's like... I've accidentally missed my Ornn. I was just... Nah. That's totally my fault right there. I was trying to hold it for a little bit too long there, and then just... Takes a little bit too late. A little oopsie. Actually, my team could fight this very, very easily, actually. I don't know why they're not going for it. There we go. I was like setting that up so well for my teammates right there. Alright. Chaos coming from the back there. I'm not very happy with this team fight. I've just accidentally missed my ultimate there. Like, that rarely happens. And now it happens. Kind of unfortunate, but whatever, mistakes are made. Alright. So right now the TP is down. Kale's TP is about to come up in about roughly 1 minute right now. So we're gonna have to kind of play around that. So whenever Kale is gonna like TP in, we're gonna have to try to either cancel it, or we're gonna have to try to group up with the team from now. Either way, we don't want Kale to be outnumbering my team at this point, because that could potentially make them win the entire team fight. We're also very close to actually getting to level 13 right now, and that's going to make a huge difference throughout this game. Just going to get this wave here. There we go. Alright, Kale's currently topside. We don't really have any kind of vision around bottom right now. So we're going to have to be really, really, really careful with how we treat these guys. This world has potential. Just watching the map, seeing like 2 people mid lane and seeing the Kale topside, we can just continue like pushing right now. Alright, good. We just need to have 200 more gold for the Iceborne. That's going to make us like super strong. We have about 55 seconds for the Dragon 2, and Kale's currently down, so this could potentially be a free Dragon for us right now. We just have to like set it up.
An ally has been slain.
I would like to try to kill this guy, but let's wait for the wave. Ah, I've accidentally missed it. Feels bad. So Corki is currently bottom. He does have teleport, so that we want to be grouping with the team here. Otherwise, it's going to be rough. Because Corki has TP up. He could TP anytime. Oh, they're actually missing out there. Let's see if we can kill these guys. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Now I really want to get this item. There we go. Now we're actually super strong. We've got the upgraded items right now. Now this is what makes the... This is what's going to make the game a lot easier from now. We're like super skilled up at the moment. And we're getting the dragon here, which is very good. I do actually want to fight that Corki really badly right now, but my team's actually going the other direction. Now it's like the only thing that we gotta do right now is making sure that my teammates are not getting caught and that we can keep on scaling up at this point. Each level that I receive right now is gonna make the team like a lot stronger. I would like to try to get this guy here. Oh, that's unfortunate. If he didn't flash out of there, I would have actually had him for sure. But whatever. So the next item you want to buy is going to be an adaptive helm, which is right here. The adaptive helm is like extremely good. Nice. They're actually fighting for the Baron right now. Hopefully it's not going to turn into a Baron fight because my teammates is not complete there. Oh. Okay. So we're now level 14. Let's start upgrading the item, probably of Cartus. We'll see about that. Or actually the AD carry at least. The AD carry is having a really good time, so I'm going to start off upgrading the Killing item. Let's go. I want to give him the upgrade. It would be really bad if Akali actually gets caught here. Alright. There we go. Let's give him like a good item. So now we need the team to be starting to group up. We're actually really, really strong right now. Just gotta get my mid laner to come over, or my support to come over right now. Okay, mid laner and support's coming. I'm just gonna set up my Qs in a way that if they jump in, we can actually kill them. I think if we started a fight here, I think we could actually win. I hit one. Whoa, he's actually a lot stronger than I expected. I am extremely tanky at the moment. Like, I'm actually extremely tanky. All of my gold has gone into tanky items and stuff like that. I have about 3k HP right now. And Corki burned me down as if it was nothing. Like, I just got killed within like 5 autos. It's because they are extremely fed right now. They are extremely fed at the moment. Mainly because of my jungler and my mid laner are just having a really rough time. It can still be fixed. We just gotta play very, very safe right now. Kind of unfortunate my teammates are having such a rough time. We could have already played like a lot more aggressive right now, but because they're like so far behind, it's gonna make it a lot harder. Alright, there we go. My TP's up at the moment. We're gonna have to use this to our advantage. Nice. Let's see if there's like some wards down here. I gotta get my level 15 right now. If I get my level 15, I can help out my teammates once again, giving them another one. Nice. Okay. I just need to have like one more camp, maybe another wave. So if eventually if we get that adaptive helm, it's gonna make us even more tanky, especially into Kale and Corki. That's what we're gonna need. Also, the dragon is coming up in about 30 seconds. I can't fight that guy. That Corki is actually extremely strong. I think this might be a loss here. I think this might be a loss. Like, that Corki is just too fat at the moment. He's got too many kills. Like, he's like 150 CS ahead of my mid laner right now, which is massive. Yeah, this game is over. Kind of unfortunate, to be honest. Like, the way how we played our top lane was actually perfect. We rarely made a mistake throughout the laning phase. We did make one mistake where we missed the ultimate on accident, but that's all. But the enemy mid laner was about 150 CS ahead of my mid laner, which is too insane. My jungler had like 8 deaths in total, which is absolutely insane. That's just too many. My teammates were too far behind in general, which we couldn't fix anymore. But anyways, with Ornn, you just want to play safe or aggressive. Kind of depends on the playstyle, but also it really depends on like the matchup you're up against. But mainly your power spike is around level 13 to 14, where you actually can upgrade your items and upgrade the items of your teammates. That's when Ornn becomes like really strong, where you want to start abusing the champion. In the early game, he's kind of like a scaling one. Anyways, this is pretty much it about Ornn. It's a loss, but there was still a lot to learn. Guys, thank you for watching today's video. And don't forget to check out my live stream if you want to see like challenger elo gameplay and all that stuff. I'm streaming like 6 times a week right now. So thank you for watching today, and I'll catch you guys up in the next video. Peace.